The cyber attack, a personal account of a global crisis. In the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic, when working from home was the new norm, a global cyber attack unfolded, weaving a trail of chaos and concern. Tim Brown, the Chief Information Security Officer at SolarWinds, found himself at the eye of this storm, facing a crisis that would change his life forever. On December 12, 2020, SolarWinds received a shocking notification. They had been hacked by Russia. The implications were dire, as any of the company's 300,000 global clients could be at risk. The hackers had gained remote access to the systems of customers who had installed SolarWinds Orion network software, including the US Treasury Department and the National Telecommunications and Information Administration. The situation was dire, and Brown's adrenaline was pumping. As the company's email was compromised, communication with staff became challenging. In a desperate move, Brown and his team decided to gather in the office, undergoing COVID testing. The stress and pressure were immense, and Brown's health suffered. He lost 25 pounds in just 20 days, a testament to the relentless pace of the crisis. The media frenzy was intense, with Brown appearing on CNN, 60 Minutes, and major newspapers. He emphasized the urgency of the situation, stating, "The world's on fire. You're trying to get information out and ensure people understand what's safe and what's not." During this time, SolarWinds switched to Proton email and Signal to maintain communication. Brown was inundated with calls from companies and government agencies worldwide, including the U.S. Army and the COVID vaccine program, Operation Warp Speed. This highlighted a crucial lesson. While written communication is essential, people still crave verbal interaction with the Chief Information Security Officer. The cyber attack unveiled. The initial notification came in a phone call from Kevin Mandia, the founder of Mandiant, to SolarWinds CEO Kevin Thompson. Mandia revealed that SolarWinds had shipped tainted code in its Orion software, which was being used to attack government agencies. This discovery sent shockwaves through the company. Brown recalls, "We could see in that code it was not ours, so when we got that it was, all right, this is real." The attack was traced back to the Russian Foreign Intelligence Service, who had inserted the tainted code into the build environment, turning source code into software. The impact was significant. 18,000 people had downloaded the compromised product, and the hackers had successfully infiltrated Orion. The news broke on a Sunday, and SolarWinds promptly notified the stock market before it opened on Monday. The initial estimate of up to 18,000 clients affected was later revised to around 100 government agencies and companies. Brown acknowledges the complexity of the situation, stating, "We weren't really the target. We were just a route to the target." SolarWinds took swift action by engaging CrowdStrike, KPMG, and the law firm DLA Piper to manage the response and investigation. The aftermath? A heart attack. SolarWinds paused development on new features for 6 months, with their 400 engineers focusing on systems and security to restore stability. Brown emphasizes the importance of transparency, stating, "We really took transparency to heart. How can we make sure people realize what threat actor models are out there, what they do, how they do reconnaissance, how they then do an attack, and how they then leave?" Despite the initial setback, customer renewal rates rebounded to over 98%. However, the legal implications loomed large. The Biden administration imposed sanctions and expelled Russian diplomats in 2021, partly in response to the attack. SolarWinds settled a class action lawsuit for $26 million in 2022. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, then filed a lawsuit against SolarWinds and Brown personally in October 2023, alleging misleading investors about cybersecurity protections and failing to disclose known vulnerabilities. Brown's health took a turn when he was charged while in Zurich. He experienced a heart attack requiring surgery. He reflects on the stress, stating, "Stress keeps building up and I thought I was managing it well, and I didn't proactively go to a doctor." Brown now advocates for companies facing similar incidents to employ psychiatrists to support staff in managing stress. He believes the stress levels were heightened, leading to a critical point where the situation spiraled out of control. A confidential settlement with the SEC was announced in July, but awaits approval. The U.S. government shutdown has delayed the finalization of the agreement. Brown's commitment. Despite the challenges, Brown has remained with SolarWinds throughout the process. He takes responsibility, stating, "It happened on my watch. That's how I look at it. There are reasons why it occurred. Nation-state attack, etc. But still, it happened on my watch." Brown's determination is evident, as he chose to stay, driven by the importance of completing the cycle. He says, "I guess I'm stubborn, but it was just very important for us to get through this whole cycle, so leaving wasn't an option until it was done."